Hi, my name is Andrew, and before I jump into the content that I want to share with you tonight, I wanted to just share a little bit about me and why I'm here doing what I do. So I am a U.S. Marine veteran, and I got out of the Marine Corps in 2020. Um, as you probably remember, 2020 was a time full of craziness with COVID, and something that I saw was that a lot of small businesses were really struggling as the result of government lockdowns. And that did not sit well with me because I am a huge believer in small business as the backbone of America. And so as a result, I started this company, which is called Sovereign SEO. And my objective is to help small businesses reach more people so that you guys can in turn help more people, and also so that you can grow your business to the level that you want. So to that end, I want to give you some tips tonight on how to improve your online presence, which will help you reach more people. So to give you some context on why this is important, this is a tool I use called Ahrefs. It allows me, among other things, to see how many people are searching for what each month. So Roofing Company's Phoenix has a volume of 700, which means that it's being searched on average 700 times a month. These other related keywords also are getting searched 300, 250, many times a month. And this is just for Phoenix too. We could plug in Mesa, we could plug in Glendale, we could plug in Gilbert, areas all around all around the valley all have their own keywords, right? So between the whole valley, we're truly talking about thousands and thousands of people who are looking for the services that your company offers every month, right? So I'm sure you can see as a business owner how valuable it would be to you to capture a portion of that traffic and get it to your website, because that would just be a lot more people reaching out to you for services. It could very easily translate into 10, 20, potentially 30 or more leads per month, just depending on how much of that traffic you're able to capture. And I know as a roofer, the jobs you work are big, so that I'm sure that would be extremely significant for you to be able to have that many more contacts per month. So hopefully you see the value in that. And with that in mind, I want to jump into the tips that I have to help you do that. So the first thing I always talk about is the content on your website. All right. So you have a good amount of content on it already. One thing that I would suggest is that you make some edits here so that you can insert a lot of these keywords. One thing that I find is valuable for a lot of companies that work in the Valley is to actually add location pages, because what that allows you to do is it allows you to do one page where you talk about Phoenix, one page where you talk about Mesa, one page where you talk about Glendale, etc., all throughout the Valley. And that way, that allows you to capture more successfully traffic for each of those keywords. And when you're doing that, you want to keep in mind, what are the things that are people looking for? Are people looking for Roofing Company's Phoenix? Are people looking for Phoenix Roofing? And those are the keywords you want to use those exact words when you're writing your paragraphs, right? And of course, in a natural of way as possible. You don't want to just jam those words in there and have nothing else. But I do want to give you some examples of how that looks in practice. So I went ahead and searched on Google for Phoenix roofers. These are your first two competitors that come up here: Level 5 Roofing and Lions Roofing. So Level 5 Roofing, this is what their website looks like. All right. If we scroll down to their content, they have a lot of these keywords in here, right? Roofing Phoenix, roofing companies in Phoenix, roofing contractors in Phoenix, roof replacement in Phoenix. So as you can see, these guys are really implementing that, and that just lets Google know, hey, we talk about this on our site, so if somebody searches for it, we want to be found, right? Lions Roofing is doing the same thing. Roofers in Phoenix, roofing services in Phoenix, roofers in the Phoenix area. So you see my point here. You see that these guys are using it, and as a result, they're ranking well on Google. The other thing that's very important with this to be able to rank and rank highly on Google is something called backlinkings, and that's the next thing I want to show you about. That's my second tip. So this is you guys' backlinking profile. What a backlink is just anytime your website is mentioned online by another website. So currently, as it stands, you guys only have 3 backlinks from 3 different websites. And so because of that, and because of the content that you have on your page, you guys are ranking currently for only your business name, for Rob's Roofing. So ideally, what you would want is to add significant amounts of keywords to your website, so that Google picks up that you want to rank for those keywords too. Stuff like Phoenix Roofers, Mesa Roofing Company, etc. And then you want to apply backlinks so that you actually rank highly for those. So kind of the content allows you to rank for certain keywords, while the backlinks kind of allow you to rank higher for those keywords. All right. So first tip is content. Second tip is backlinks. And just again, as an example, these are the same competitors. This is Lions Roofing, or this is Level 5 Roofing. 1.2 thousand backlinks, 300 referring domains. Lions Roofing actually has even more. 2.3 thousand backlinks and almost 600 referring domains. So that's why that's important, and that's how these guys are up here in the top places for Phoenix Roofers. So the last thing I want to talk about is this little section right here. This is called the map pack. And this is basically just Google's little business directory. So you'll notice that these guys are not in the map pack, or I'm sure they are in the map pack. If we clicked more businesses, we'd find them, but they're not in the top 3 positions. So although they're in the top positions here, they're not up here. The reason for that is these are 2 different ranking systems. This is affected by content and backlinks, like we just talked about. This is affected by something called citations. So what a citation is it's just any time online that your business name, address, and phone number appear together. So as you might imagine, that would be in places like business directories, places like Yellow Pages, BBB, etc. So my suggestion here is that you go find out where these guys have citations, and then you also get your business cited in those same directories. All right. And then when you're done with that, you go out and you get some different ones that these guys don't have, so that you're staying ahead. So those are my 3 tips. The first 2, content and backlinking, have to do with how you could rank higher down here in the organic ranking. And the last one, citations, has to do with how your Google business profile can rank higher in the map pack. All right. So I hope this info is useful to you. I would absolutely love any feedback. I would love any questions. And if you want any clarification on how to do any of this, or if I could help you to do some of this, I would certainly love to do that. So do feel free to reach back out to me with any questions, or if you'd like any help. So that's all. Thank you so much for your time.